Good evening, YouTube. I couldn't wait to settle the grudges. I usually take a day off in between streams, but no. No, we are settling the grudge. We're doing it tonight. And apparently Leah Lewis is settling the grudge with me. Hello. You are the first person in chat. Survivor X-Clone, Cooper Moxley jumping in too. Good evening. Christoph, good to see you. Andrew, thank you for joining. Matthew Smith, hello. We got the notification squad coming in here. Punish Snake, good to see you. Dank Anubis, hello. Brand MJ, Jonas, Jesse, thank you for joining us. Kooky Jedi, hello. Damien, Slash, Dave, right when I thought I was going to start this alone, you guys proved me wrong. Udafon, hello, all the way from Thailand. Pyrrhic Strategos, hello, sir. Yeah, we are settling the grudges right here and now. Right now. What do you mean, where's your dwarf, Christoph? Which one? Chessie says it's 3:27 a.m. Much love from Sweden. Thanks, Lindring. Dan the Mongol, what's up, man? Thanks for joining the stream. Appreciate it. The Dragonstorm, I see your super chat, but it didn't pop up, and for some reason my overlay isn't working. Let me check it again. So Dragonstorm super chatted and says, since I missed the past few days, here's 20 to start things off right. Thank you, man. You are too kind. You are always dropping support on me. I really appreciate it. All I can hope to do is make some amazing content for you, which I think I'm going to do here tonight, because we're going to get revenge for all those losses last night. So, Dragonstorm, thank you very much. Let's get some WA for him, and then some WA for Damien Hebert, who's going to be the newest sponsor on the channel. Damien, I hope you enjoy those loyalty badges. Let me fix my overlay real quick. I'm sorry you guys didn't pop up on screen. It really should have. I'm kind of confused as to why it did not. So give me just a second. It's been doing this where I've had to redo the overlay every time I start a stream, which is weird because used to the same link would continue to work. Let me get it sort of out here real quick so that folks, I don't want to do a survey. Leave me alone. All right, let's see. Overlays. And let's do launch overlay. Get this thing all set up. Really shouldn't have to do this every time. I'm not sure why it does that. And let me test it real quick. Or you all can test it by putting something through, but I'll run a test sponsor here. Make sure it's working. Let's see, emulate a sponsor event. There it goes. Alright, it's working. I've got it tested. Everything's back in business. Sorry you guys didn't pop up there, but thank you. Thank you again, Damien and Dragonstorm. But I've got it fixed. Apologize you guys didn't pop up, but I appreciate your support nonetheless. Even if my stream elements thing didn't work right, I will do it for you, personally. We don't let that kind of stuff go past on this channel. We recognize everybody who's supporting. Speaking of support, I could use some help from you all. I would assume if you all are here this early in a live stream, you're probably subscribed to me. Alright, there comes Jonas Nielsen with the sponsorship as well. Let's get some WA for Jonas. Jonas, hope you enjoy the loyalty badges and the emojis. We've got a ton of emojis out there, and there's only more coming. So I hope you are excited. It is going to be good stuff. Thank you for sponsoring. Let's get that WA going for him. And I am going to jump back over into this. And as I was saying, I need your help with something. YouTube is constantly recently like cutting huge swaths of my subscribers. I'm not sure why they do it, but I need you all to check. Make sure you're subscribed. It helps me out a lot. The more subscribers I have, the easier it is for me to get seen in the search results. The easier it is to get sponsors, to be able to keep this channel going. It's free. Doesn't cost anything. If you all can please make sure you're subscribed, I would appreciate it massively. Now, if you hate the videos, obviously feel free to not subscribe. But if you enjoy the videos, it would help me a great deal, and I would be very appreciative. YouTube just went through and cut out like 100 of my sponsors last night for no apparent reason. It's like really frustrating. They cut out like 500 not too long ago too. And I could use your help to make sure that despite them cutting out my sponsors, you all just keep it rolling in so that the subscriber wall grows faster than YouTube can try and destroy it. And Damien, you and Jonas, if you guys have any requests in the campaign, let me know. Happy to do what I can for you. Bailey Wild, welcome. Thank you for joining the stream tonight. Dev B. Debbie, thank you for joining the stream. What the? That's like the weirdest. What is going on? Like won't let me scale the walls. Matthew Smith says we're here for you, Wah. Well, thank you, Matthew. I appreciate you guys being here for me. I always have. What is going on with these weird, like pathfinding with the ladders? Really strange. No, don't. Hang on. Don't throw those. Don't throw them. Save them. Oh my goodness. All right, boys. We got some Vargeist to kill. Let me go back and catch that message again real quick. I had Vargeist all over me. Give me just a second here. Matthew Smith, thanks again for the 5. Appreciate it. You are a fantastic supporter. Okay, these guys are climbing walls. Let's take these 2 units. This one as well. And let's go break through the hole that we created over here. And let's take the grudge throwers and start downing the gates. What is that? Spirit Leech, okay. AI seems to be really bad at using Fate of Buna or never having it, one of the 2. Perfectly fine with me. I don't want to get bunted. Let's go break in over here, boys. Get off me, bats. Okay, let's pull these guys up, and let's start slaughtering Graveguard with great weapons. We're going to put a few units on the walls. Hayden, hello and welcome. Thank you for joining the stream. Us-selves, good to see you here. I am doing well, thank you. Tom Pugh, hello. Jake Vandenberg, hello. Thank you all for joining. If I miss you and I'm not able to say hello, then I apologize. It's just busy and I'm trying to slay some Zanganaz to repay the grudges. So bear with me here. Captain Casual says this reminds of him when the 2 Chaos Stunties tried to storm the Phoenix Gate. I know, right? Let's wait just a second. Wait. I got an idea. Wait. Okay, we took out 1 tower. That's good. Let's take out another one. And yeah, we got Quarrelers, Wreck and Graveguard over here. That's perfect. That's what we want. And watch this. These Graveguard are going to line up over here. Go ahead. They just kept running. A bunch of babies. Get out of here and play. Woo! Should have taken my contacts out. Getting like all kinds of fuzzy vision right now. I may have to do that here in a minute. Let's go ahead and break into the city. We are slaughtering quite a few Graveguard up on the walls. We're going to continue to do so. Actually, no, keep focused right here. We got a couple of these Longbeards up on the walls. Let's get over here. Get a couple of Longbeards here. Bring a couple this way. I feel like a lot of these units just ignored me and totally went and did their own thing. I told them to go through the breach in the wall and they went to climb a ladder. CA, please! Twinkie phobe, when someone misses a stream, it gets written into the Book of Grudges. Nah, we don't do that, but we sure wish they were here. We don't write them into the Book of the Grudges. I'm not that cruel. Yeah, there's the CA, please. Thank you. CA, please. Okay, come on in here, gents. This time, don't go through the ladders, please. Okay, we've pretty well slaughtered most of these units. And we've captured the gate. Let's bring our quarrelers inside.
Let the vengeance begin! Attack the Urks!
We're killing a lot of our own infantry with those grudge throwers. Whoops. Whoops or not whoops. Let's get these guys because they're easy targets right now. Oh, my Cryptor. Oh, Blood Knights. Let's get over here. Let's take out these Blood Knights. I'm gonna try and blasting charge them.
They have wronged us.
Oh yeah. Burn the horrors. Burn the grudges out of them.
Now is the season of our discontent.
Come on, get in here. What are you guys waiting for, stupid skirmish? Welcome to Touch Fluffy Tail. Thank you for sponsoring. Appreciate you being a supporter of the channel. Hope you enjoy the awesome Shield of Carthage loyalty badge and the custom emojis. We have some awesome custom emojis. Help yourself to the CA Please, to the Appius, the Sextus, all the other awesome emojis that you will find nowhere else. Thank you for supporting, man. Let's get a big wah form. It looks like that's already in progress. Welcome to the realm of sponsors there. The citizens of Carthage. Patchy's peasants. Whatever you all want to call yourselves these days. How is the power bar still tilted against us? Am I really doing that poorly? Seems a little bit confusing here. These Cryptors be good and go ahead and die here. Alright, these Black Knights are going down. What is, like, actually killing so many of my units? I mean, Graveguards shouldn't really do good against Longbeards, should they? Dylan McKinnon says, my most recent CA Please was in a Kolek campaign where Kolek managed to get himself caught behind the unbroken gate. Unsupported. Yeah, that'll CA Please. Okay, we're gonna let those guys have it. Let's finish off these Black Knights. Let's send our Lord up here on the wall and finish off this Death Vampire. And yeah, that should be good. I'm gonna Master Rune, get rid of these Graveguard. Yeah, that'll be the end of some of those Graveguard there. These Graveguard over here are now dying. I don't know why you guys came over here, but sure. Touch Fluffy Tail says, I love it when characters and monsters phase through the gates. Yeah, I mean, don't you? That is definitely a CA Please moment. Look how much damage this Death Vampire's doing. Do they really have that good of attack? Yeah, I guess it's not bad. 412, 90 armor. I mean, it seems like the Rune Lord ought to do pretty good against him too in return, but guess not. That Death Vampire did way more damage than I expected. Michael 80J says, simply the most bug-proof game ever. Well, the sad thing is it's definitely not the most buggy game that Creative Assembly has given us. But to their credit, I mean, the Warhammer games have been much, much better. Rome 2 was a gigantic mess.
Long be it! Move now!
And honestly, they had a lot of these bugs worked out in Warhammer 1. It's like a bunch creeped back into the game. Okay, hold on.
Pump those dwarven legs!
You all stay back, stay back, stay back. We're gonna blasting charge these guys. Another Black Knight unit here. They look like Blood Knights because of the coloring.
Rage fast!
So all that's left back here is a Ghoul King? Are they serious? They think their 91 has that good of a chance? Does anybody like paying back grudges with satchel charges? Because I do. If you make grudges with me, this is how it gets paid back. This is one way amongst many. Hey, and where's Rogue? His flamethrower army's probably coming tonight. Huber says I love talking about bugs. You mean bugs or Bugman's Ale? Alright, I see people putting some tankards up there in support of my satchel charge grudge repayment. Glad you guys approve. Alright, where's the Ekrund miners? Let's pull these guys out. We're gonna go around and start working our way over here, and we're gonna satchel charge the Ghoul King.
Strike the rooms! Whoa! Ready axes! Axes out!
Huber says both. Jay Allen, you wonderful human being, thank you for being here again tonight. I have not forgotten the amazing support that you poured out on me yesterday, man. Thank you so much, yet again.
Quarrelers! Move now!
I got the best viewers out there. AC5025, another wonderful viewer who's here all the time. Thank you for being here. George Lamone, hello, finally caught this live. Well, hello to you. I'm glad you could be here live with us. Pyrrhic Stratigo says, any chance you'll be recruiting a new Thane this evening? Finally name him for me. I think we can do that, Pyrrhic. Hey, I gotta ask you guys a question. Would you like to see me play some Jurassic World Evolution? If so, we could do that on Thursday. Let me know if you want me to try that.
We demand blood! Charge!
Leah Lewis says, if I'm the heir, then who's the king? That's a good question.
Vengeance!
That's a good question.
Come then, Earth.
Veracity,
Let me
welcome.
split you in
I was actually
two.
just asking if we should play some Jurassic Park Evolution on Thursday. Yeah, I saw Lionheart did one. It did look good. If it's okay by Lionheart, it's probably okay by me. Reptile's the king? True, he is Reptile King, and he would also probably approve of some Jurassic Park Evolution. Don't you all think?
Nothing can stop us.
The king was buried under his salted friends. That's true. True story. Death of the king.
Miners! Vengeance! Nothing can stop us! Shifting!
Holy cow. Genghison? If I said it wrong, please spell it out for me. Let me know. Genghison? Dropping 20 pounds on me? Good grief, you were too kind, sir. Says, been a fan since 2011 in the Shimazu campaign. This doesn't seem like enough for all the entertainment you've provided. Dude, it seems like more than enough to me. You are overly kind. Thank you for the support. Let's get some big wah in there for Genghison. I don't know why the sound didn't pop up on my overlay, but Genghison, calling you out as best I can here. I don't know why my overlay has been weird. Thank you very much, sir. That Shimazu campaign was a ton of fun. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Oh, okay, I guess it just came late, because then, I don't know if it's Jorge or George. I'll say George. If it's Jorge, you can correct me, I'm sorry, but thank you, George, for the 5. Appreciate the support. Gang Hassan, George, let's get these guys some wah. If I mispronounce your name, feel free to correct me. I take no offense. I don't want to cause offense by mispronouncing it when you're kind enough to support me, so feel free to let me know. Thank you very much. You guys are so kind. Grim Maw, you haven't missed a lot. We're just paying back the grudges to these filthy vampires. We're about to burn a Strigoi.
Come on! Take aim!
Burn him! Convert him! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that last battle was bad. I'm hoping to get some serious revenge tonight. George says, haha, no problem, absolutely loves this channel. Well, I'm glad you love it, man. I'm glad you love it.
Withdraw!
Don't burn the Spaghetti King. Well, we're definitely gonna burn him. Oh, wow, I didn't even do anything. He's like, eh, I'm good. Didn't hurt.
Lord of Clan Morgan! Attack the axe!
He is not bothered by such a thing. I'll make sure I didn't miss a message here from Gang Hassan. Gang Hassan. Okay, he says that's the right way to say it. Thanks, man. Thank you again for the 20 pounds. Very kind. Very, very kind. And then Minir Tomat dropping the 10 euros on me. Again, feel free to tell me how to pronounce it if I got it wrong. Finally able to catch the live stream. It's 3:40 in the morning in the Netherlands. Beautiful country. Been watching the channel since the early Rome 2 days, so take my money as an appreciation. Stay salty, Mr. Tomato. Well, Minir, if I said it wrong, again, sorry, but thank you so much, sir, for the support. Let's get him a giant wah. Thank you for joining all the way from the Netherlands. I appreciate you being here. Appreciate your support.
Move!
Hang on, units are dying? Who's dying? Oh, yeah, sure enough. There was a Black Knight's Lance bombarding here. Whoops. Oh well. They died for the cause, gentlemen. They died for the cause. I mean, it wasn't a good cause, but they died for it. Oh man, Dylan put me in the book for letting the Longbeards die. Well, I'm focused on the Strigoi. He's actually going to be a tough target because he heals so fast. It's going to be more problematic than I had imagined. And he's actually beating up our runesmith while I speak. Let's let our infantry do some damage to him first. Oh man, all the grudges coming out against me for that. I know. I'm a cruel and unusual master. Rip thick beards. Dude, Damien dropping the sponsorship on me and turning around with 20. Says, been a fan since you had 10K subscribers. Are you serious, Damien? I always enjoy coming home from work and watching your videos. Holy cow, man. 10K subscribers? That was a long time ago, sir. Thank you very much for all the support over these years. I am truly blown away by the support. Can we please get a huge wah for Damien as well? Thank you so much.
Nothing can stop us!
Thank you.
Put those dwarven lads! Will do! Warriors!
NJ Devils, you haven't missed too much. We're just trying to settle the grudges here, and Strigoi is gonna die by 1,000 dwarfs. Yeah, no kidding, Sam. If I wanted to salt some vampire fields, there was plenty of salt on the last stream. There was plenty of salt. I was not happy about that. But it was all my own fault, honestly, right? I could have totally afforded another army and could have easily made my situation a lot better than it was. Right? I mean, is there really anybody else to blame in that situation? Let's be honest.
It is a reckoning!
Cooper says to force feed the Strigoi some garlic bread. I like the way you think. I'm gonna let you all watch Strigoi for a second. I gotta check on something real quick and I will be right back. All right, he's wrecked. He's wrecked. We took him down. So we paid back some of the grudges, but trust me, the grudges are not near fully repaid at this point. The only problem is hopefully I haven't overextended myself into vampire territory, which is quite likely based on my past strategery. That's right, George. An ale-fueled bender. The dwarves will celebrate because we are going to go retake Bugman's brewery here very, very soon. We're going to occupy their filth settlement. It's mine now, vampire dirt.
Armed and ready. I'll cast the runes.
That's all we lost was Longbeards, right? Yeah. I don't see another big vampire army down here. There is this one. I've got reinforcements being trained here. We don't have them at the moment. This vampire army could give us trouble. But Waldenhof, it doesn't have a garrison just yet, but after this turn it'll start coming back. We're about to have a rebellion up here, no thanks to those crusty beastmen. That's not good, actually, because Karak Ungor is actually not very well defended. We may have to leave Waldenhof and head that direction, actually. Put down a rebellion. Let's do that, and we can train faster when we're up there anyway. So I'm going to cease that. And on the next turn, we'll just move out of Waldenhof. If the vampires take it back, it's not a big loss. Losing Karak Ungor is going to be a big loss. DJ says kill Manuel von Karstein. Is that the Latino Manfred von Karstein? We can do that. Oh man, I agree, Cooper. Futurama, when it got canceled, that's a grudging. You better believe it. Veracity says, by the way, don't forget to bring back the name 18th Artillery and Patchy's Peasant Pelter. Good point. Dylan says to kill Manfred, or kill Vlad and marry Isabella. I don't know, man. Isabella looks a little cold. Christoph 221, thank you so very much, friend. Says been around since Rome 1. No idea how long ago that was. It's a long time ago. Been with you longer than my wife. Oh jeez, man. Thank you so much, Christoph. Let's get some WAF for him. There, it finally popped up. Thank you very much, Christoph. You've been an awesome supporter. Always joining the streams, sponsoring the channel. Really appreciate you. Okay, we're going to take this army and move out because we certainly don't want to fight that other vampire army in the current condition, and we got to go stop the rebellion up here. There's a chaos rebellion. Chaos rebellion. Interesting. We got chaos seeping in up here. Wow, there's a lot of chaos seeping in. All right. Is there like a chaos agent down here that I just... Oh, no, it's probably from the Bray herd. Duh, air. What are these guys doing just camping in my lands, too? Maybe we just need to give them a throttling when we get up there, too. Oh, yeah, we're going to be crushing chaos. You best to believe it. All right, guess what, boys? Giant Slayers are going to be back on the menu. And we're also going to open up organ guns and gyrocopters. So we need an engineer's workshop for that. Engineer's workshop. Engineers Guild. Okay, so that means we need an engineer's workshop here. We also need a forge. What do you gotta have to do these? Armory. Drinking hall. Okay, I'm just trying to get all this straight here. So we want an engineer's workshop, that's for sure. And then we're going to want... oh man, we need that too. We'll get it when we get up to the top tier. We need the armory though, so that number one we can get a runesmith, and number two we can recruit these units that require these other things. Let's build up the defenses so that Karak Kadrin will be near impenetrable.
Aye.
Okay, yeah, we'll get up here. We'll stop this chaos rebellion though. That may be a tall order to stop that chaos rebellion, but we can make it happen. And the grudge here is to kill Siegfried von Karstein, who's over here. So we will keep that in mind as well. Siegfried, we're watching you, buddy. Eyes on. I see you. Let's actually cut out these slayers, and we'll just put in giant slayers. So we have the cannons. We have the quarrelers. We'll rename one of these the 18th Artillery, and let's do that now, the 18th Artillery. It's probably more like the Field Artillery anyway. And that one. And then let's do... this one will be Patchy's Peasant Pelter now. Or how about that? Powder? I meant Powder Peasants. There we go. Alright. We're going to need more units in that army, definitely, but I want to wait a few turns until we can recruit the proper units, because we have these buildings where we can start getting armor-piercing infantry, which we need badly. Very badly. You should recruit dwarf warriors with great weapons instead of longbeards. Really? Big Happy Turtle? Well, Ungrim does have all that stuff that buffs the warriors with great weapons.
Let us begin.
So, what do you guys think? Devils, the giant slayers just have more armor piercing. They probably do slightly less damage, but more armor piercing, which means that they're going to be better at like actually finishing off cavalry units and stuff, I would think. But I don't know, I haven't tested them in great detail. Yeah, Waldenhof, you can have it. Wow, Manfred's got the Grave Guard spam. That's why we need those armor-piercing infantry right there, folks. That's why I'm waiting to get the armor-piercing infantry, because Longbeards are just not going to cut it anymore versus that. A little disappointed the Giant Slayers weren't actually giants. Did you see my video? That's pretty funny. It was lame. But that's okay. I make lame videos. Any of you guys thinking of building your own computer soon? I've got a sweet motherboard MSI sent me. And it's a nice, kind of like, it's a good budget board, but it also looks dang good and can be a good gaming board. I was going to do a review of it soon, because they still sponsor my channel. They're awesome for it. In fact, I'm going to be putting some stuff up for them here soon. And if you guys wanted any tips on how to build a certain type of build, I could try and do that in a video, so let me know. Y'all let me know whether you're looking to build like budget, playing games on like medium or high, or let me know what it is you're wanting to build, so I can try and gear the video to help. Starman says he is late watching the Jurassic Park. Hope it was good, man. Like you were watching the movie?
Yes.
Oh man, look at that. Got a couple of these guys. Yeah, Devil says he's waiting for next-gen GPUs. Absolutely, man. You could go ahead and start planning out parts, and then just wait for those next-gen GPUs to hit and see what they're like. It should help the price some, too. That's definitely not a bad plan. I was going to build this one up depending on the level with the modern, like this generation of GPUs, but we really need a... This is just going to be doubled from the other province over here.
What? Armed and ready.
I'm gonna go ahead and start building this up. I'm gonna tear down that extra barracks here soon, but I'm not gonna do it just yet because I might get a chance to recruit some longbeards in the next turn. Rowan says he needs to rebuild his computer. Moon Gaming says, Air, just want to say thank you for doing what you do. Every time I see your videos, it reminds me of great games. Thank you, man. I appreciate you being here. McSweats, sorry, says Jurassic World game is really cool. Yeah, I think I'm going to play it on Thursday on stream. CK2 benchmarks. No, I have not been to E3 before. The only game convention I've been to is Gamescom in Cologne, Germany, and it was awesome. I have not been to E3 before. Maybe one day. Anthony asked how my rebuilding's going. I've already rebuilt. I've got my desktop. I'm actually streaming on the laptop still because this campaign doesn't crash on it. But I rebuilt my desktop back to the i9 processor here for a little while. I'm using an MSI X299 Tomahawk that they sent me. I'm going to do a review of that one also. But yeah, I'm using the i9 momentarily. I found something interesting though recently.
My anger burns bright.
And the interesting thing is that previously, whenever I was building,
If you say so,
Warhammer 2 used to run, and Warhammer 1 both used to run much faster. Whenever I would like get an Intel processor and overclock it, I would be able to get quite a lot more frames out of it with Intel. And so I was always buying the Intel processor. Well, all those Windows updates came through, some game patches came through, and all that stuff happens. And all of a sudden, I get the Ryzen 2700X processor, and I'm thinking, yeah, this thing's not going to get near as many frames as my Intel. And it was almost identical. And I was like, that's weird. And so then I stick the i9 in, and I didn't even overclock it. The thing only turbos up to 4 or 4.3. Out of the box without overclocking it, and only on a few cores at that, right? So it turbos up to like 4.3, which isn't super fast compared to my 5 gigahertz 8700K. It was like the same frame rates as the Ryzen. It's like all of a sudden the bottleneck in Total War Warhammer 2 is the graphics card, because no matter what I do to my processor, I can crank up the I cranked up the speed all the way to 4.5 on the i9, didn't do anything. And then I was testing the 8700K at 5 gigahertz and at the normal like stock clocks, and there was almost no difference. So it's like the bottleneck on Warhammer has moved from the CPU to the GPU for me. I don't know if it's from running it on 2K or what, but it's crazy. Daniel Brownson says, can't afford anything really fancy because musician life. Dude, you can actually build decent gaming computers for fairly cheap. Right now it's a little hard because RAM and graphics cards are overpriced. But as those things normal out, you really can build a pretty good one. And sometimes you can find decent pre-builds right now too.
Grimnir is with us.
Tyler Bridgehouse, I have a GTX 1080 Ti. Don't forget that TI, man. I am very, very fortunate to have it. It is great. It is a beast. Sam Drew says, I have such a bad computer I can't even play Rome 2. Yeah, man, it can be expensive, but I think you could play Rome 2 on probably like... the problem with budgets right now is it's hard to budget a computer because of the overpriced GPUs and RAM. CK2 Benchmark says, if you're only looking for a desktop, 1500 is enough to play Warhammer. Dude, if you pay 1500, you ought to be able to play Warhammer. If you're at only 1080p, you could play Warhammer on ultra settings, no problem. It's a little harder because like I have some of the best hardware out there, and I can play on 2K and get over 60 frames a second. Sometimes it drops below, but at 4K it would start getting really difficult to hit 60 frames a second with any build. But I promise you, if you have 1500 and you live in the US, I don't know about the prices in other countries, but if you live in the US and you got 1500, you can absolutely run Warhammer on the ultra settings if you spend your money right. Should be able to do it. Okay, Canadian 1500, yeah, might be a little different with Canadian 1500, but even like 1200 US dollars, I'm pretty sure you can do it. 1080p with a 1070 and an i7, I'm pretty sure you're gold on ultra. Daniel says, sell me the graphics card and RAM you're not using. Buddy, I'm doing pretty good with money, but even I can't afford extra RAM and graphics cards right now. Hardly anybody can afford that unless someone's sending it to you for free. And MSI does not send me graphics cards. They sponsor me with motherboards, monitors, stuff like that. Speaking of monitors too, I got their monitor here recently. I want to show it to you all awesome. It is expensive, but it is an incredibly good monitor. It's probably the best one I've ever had. Again, you guys don't have to buy their stuff if you're on here too. The reason why I have them sponsor me, number one, because they were kind enough to offer, and number two, because I've actually always liked their stuff. And I really hate the idea of sponsoring something that I can't tell you whether I would actually use it myself. You know what I mean? Like if I'm gonna sponsor something and tell you should get it, then I better believe it. You know what I mean? So that's kind of my requirement on sponsoring. It has to be something that I actually believe in. And I do like their stuff, and I use it personally, so I don't have any problem recommending it. But that doesn't mean there's not other good computer stuff out there, because there is. And like I said, I'm only obligated to sponsor them on motherboards and stuff. Let's keep going here, see if we can tear these guys up. Hang on. See if we can kill this thing. There we go. Let's move these guys over. Air, what should I upgrade first on my Alienware PC? What kind of parts do you have? If you don't have a solid state drive, then a solid state drive should absolutely be your first upgrade. If you have a pre-built PC, then you need to consider what you can upgrade. An Alienware is a gaming computer. I don't know what model you have or anything else like that, so it's possible that the Alienware comes with a good enough power supply and other things like that it's not a worry, but sometimes you gotta be careful. If you upgrade, you might have to upgrade a power supply to support a bigger GPU. But I would say that the biggest bang for your buck upgrade is if you don't have a solid state drive, get a solid state drive. That would be upgrade number one. If you already have a solid state drive, it kind of depends. If you have a processor that's running 4 gigahertz or over, I would say focus on a graphics card if that's your need. If you have 16 gigs of RAM, I don't think upgrading RAM is going to do you any good. So that would just be my few thoughts on what you could upgrade to make the biggest impact. So again, if your processor is running 4 gigahertz or over, and it was made in the last 2 years or so, you're probably not going to see a huge gain from getting something like a processor. A graphics card, on the other hand, if you're going from like a 900 series graphics card or a 700 series into the 10 series, yeah, you're going to see a difference. Nerd says, saw a gaming laptop at Walmart for $1,200. I saw one there too. The one I saw was pretty good. I didn't really get a chance to look at the pricing on it to make sure the price they were offering was fair. I've seen gaming desktops at Walmart before during like sales and stuff that were actually a pretty good bargain at the time. I haven't checked that laptop, man, so I don't know what to tell you. But if it's $1,200, I would hope that you're, going to be getting a decent processor and stuff for the $1,200. $1,200 is on the cheaper side for a laptop, but a gaming laptop, that is. But it's still not a small investment. So just make sure that you're getting some critical things. Like if you're going to get a gaming laptop, you probably want one that comes with a solid-state drive. I would prefer to have them with a 1060 or greater. But a 1050 Ti may not be that bad. It's hard to say, but I mean, a 1050 Ti is going to be a little bit weaker than that 1060. Veracity says, do you think it would be better to get a second 980 Ti and run 2 of those, or should I just upgrade the 1080 Ti? Dude, it depends. I don't know much about, SLI. And SLI isn't supported very well in games anymore. In fact, in Warhammer, from the stuff I've seen, the only time SLI even helps, in fact, it actually hurts your performance sometimes. The only time it ever helps is if you're actually running in 4K. That's what I saw when I looked at it. So, yeah. If you're going to get a laptop, though, and you're going to pay $1,200, make sure it has an 8th generation Intel chip in it, at least. And it would, that $1,200 price point, I'd rather it be like a 1060. But it would need to at least be a 1050 Ti, and it would be better if it had a little solid-state drive in it, too. I don't know if you can get all of that for $1,200, but that's what I would want it to have, ideally. But a 1060 should run Warhammer just fine. Even a mobile version should run it pretty decent. Farm 6, does anyone else use a Mac? No, sir. I do not use a Mac. No, sir. Laptop 1060 is not the same as desktop. That is true, but the 10 series, laptop processors are actually much closer to their desktop cousins than you would think. Because this 1070 I'm running in here, it actually benchmarked really darn close to the desktop 1070 that my friend had. It's only about 10% difference. It used to be a lot more than that, but it is not that much difference anymore. You would be surprised. 1060 on a laptop. My friend had a 1060 laptop, and it ran Warhammer on high 1080p with no problem. I think he had the i7, like, something HQ, the i7, I don't remember what the exact designation of it was. It was the HQ variant. Yeah, don't underestimate the 10 series when it comes to the mobile variant. Hey Air, never seemed to catch the start of a stream, but enjoying all the grudging. Smash those moldy vampires while I catch up. No problem, Uncle Bob. In fact, I will smash these vampires in your name. Thank you for the Australian 5. Really appreciate your support. Very kind, and it is appreciated. Let's actually, I'm gonna go into slow-mo so I can, let's draw up the appropriate battle lines here. And can we get some WoW over there for Uncle Bob? Let's let that guy know we appreciate the support here. Actually, let's pull these guys this way. And Quarrelers. Braveheart, you are always on here, dropping the 2 on me. Thank you so much for the support. Every time I stream, he's here to support. Holy Black Knights with lances and barding. That's gonna hurt. And this is a lot of Graveguard, by the way. It's gonna be a little bit painful, folks. Let's actually do this, see if we can blob these guys harder. Yeah, there we go. We might be able to still cause a tremendous amount of damage right there. Let's start wrapping up this line. Oh, no. Get them, Slayers. Alright, you guys start working your way around. Same thing over here, please. Go ahead and attack. Go ahead and attack. We gotta get clear around the flank with these thunders. Actually, that's a pretty good gap right here. Let's put 1 on that gap. Let's get around here. Yeah, we're definitely causing a lot of damage via the blob tactic over here. Kill these guys so they can't get to you. Fire away, boys, fire away. I gotta remember to turn off that auto skirmish on here. Get the Thane over there. Alright, can you really not shoot through that gap? There's like a beautiful little gap there, gents. Like to see you take advantage of that, please. Thank you. Man, we lost my grudge thrower. That's a grudging. Gun down, Manfred. Gun him down. Bring him out of the air. Yes. Gun his sorry hide down. Brandon Patton, thank you for the 5. He says i7 4790, 16 gigs of RAM, 1060, and I can run Warhammer just fine, even with the 200% unit count. Yeah, absolutely, man. If you're on a desktop, like I said, get yourself a processor like that running over 4 gigahertz. You're gold. You got it. It'd be no problem. Alright, Manfred's about to re-die. Okay, I don't know what you guys are doing, but you shouldn't have been following people through the lines. Let's get some Slayers over here. Bring these guns back. Let's bring the Slayers in just to hold the line. Actually, how are these... Oh, because we were shooting Manfred. I'm like, how are these guys not dead yet? That's because Manfred's dead. Ding dong, the Manfred's dead. It's actually going to be a little closer fight than I would like. Let's get these guys. Start running them this way. Gun down the vampire. Okay, we've gunned down those Graveguard.
Plow through for the ancestors of those woven legs. Satisfy the grudge.
Shoot him.
Come on, vengeance.
Come on, kill that vampire. Kill the vampire. Braveheart says favorite Supreme Sorceress. None of them. Alariel. She's my favorite Supreme Sorceress. And she's prettier too. Those nasty little dark elf hags. Jay Allen coming back. Dropping 50 on me last night and 20 tonight. Who in the WA do we think we are? Chat, I need you all to get Jay an amazing super WA in the chat, please. Let's show this guy the type of support he is showing me. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it. You are too kind. Fantastic, man. I don't even know what to say. You guys seriously blow me away with all this. Thank you so much to everybody who's supporting. Braveheart, Brandon, Jay, and the many, many others. Many others tonight. Thank you, folks, for blowing up the chat for Jay. Kazoo, kazoo, kazoo. Alright, so we beat them down. We'll have to re-recruit our cannons, but Manfred, he's gone. How do vampires escape when they have the crumbling mechanic? I'm seriously trying to figure that out. It doesn't make any sense.
Let us begin.
It really does not make sense.
It is time for the wisdom of Valea.
Are you serious? That was a defeat? Are you serious? Can I see some salt in chat, please? Some salt and some CA, please. Are you serious? 3 quarrelers and 2 heroes couldn't beat down a few damaged graveguard with no lords? I need some serious CA, please, in chat. Like, a lot. This is no small amount of CA, please.
Summon me if you dare.
That's a grudgeon if I've ever seen it.
The axe thirsts
Unreal.
for war.
Ready. I answer to clan and hope. Train!
Oh man, I'm salty over that. I am salty over that. Vampires are really OP for some reason right now. Nah, they're not OP. It's just that dwarves really start off the early game really good against factions who don't have armored infantry. And typically that's the vampires and the greenskins who surround them. But yeah, with the fact that they got up quickly to armored infantry, that's what put us in a hurt. The fact that they were able to get armored infantry very quickly, that's what hurts.
Rune Lord.
Let's do this. Let's get...
If you say so, beardling.
Let's see here. Warriors' great weapons are 30 damage, 24 attack, 32 defense. 38, 34. So, I mean, these guys are straight up better, that's for sure. And they're immune to psychology. There, we'll have some armor piercing in that army. Survivor X Clone says, be another Tyrion and kill Manfred again, please. Oh, we will. We can kill Manfred as many times as he comes back, but I'd sure like to limit the number of times he comes back. That filthy vampire, I have some serious grudges in mind for him right now. Serious grudges.
Let us begin.
I think we're gonna get a gun line going in this army. Thank you very much, Survivor X Clone, for the Canadian 2. Thank you, Brandon Patton, for the 2. And AC5025 also hit me up with the 2, saying Alistar the White Lion is the best lord. Do you think he's going to make it in the game? Let me know if you think he's going to make it in the game. It's about time for me to hop off of here. has been a great stream. We've repaid a few grudges. We're definitely not finished yet. But the vampire counterattack was a complete fail. Manfred just came up and got his butt kicked, but of course they're just going to be spamming out more Graveguard, but that's okay. We got our Longbeards with great weapons this time. Those Graveguard are not going to be so lucky. We're going to have lots of armor piercing waiting on them. Look at this. Look at the vampires. Sending their ragtag scraps up into the mountain. Is that a grudge or is that a grudge, folks? I'm pretty sure that's a grudge. Hang on, Alistair the White Lion's already in the game? Who put him in the game? Since when? Pyrrhic Strategos, thank you for the 2. Cheers to you too, my friend. Thanks for being such a great supporter. Thank you very much. Bazooka Bob just joined. Don't worry, man. You got a couple more minutes. Stick around with me. Yeah, please join me again, Eric Johnson. It's good to have you here. He's a non-lore created for Make-A-Wish Foundation thing. Where's he in the game? Can you use him? Is he playable? Hey Sextus, I don't know if it'll let you or not, but see if you can ban that dating with hot girls bot that keeps popping up in there. I see you timing them out.
Iron-willed.
See if it'll let you ban it. If it doesn't let you, then I can take care of it.
Of Valea.
This is a joke. They're literally joking, right? You're joking. We don't have much infantry, so it may not be a funny joke. We got a lot of guns, though. Let's see you siege me. How long till I run out of...
Cease.
Yeah, because this guy's going to take mountain attrition. So really we just need to break out up here, which I was just recruiting units. This freaking Chaos Ragtag Rabble is going to come through, kill off one of my units on auto-resolve, waste my time, prevent me from finishing my recruiting. Chaos filth.
Master of runecraft.
Got a lot of untainted stuff here, but that Beastman army came and tainted the whole place up with their disgusting tanks.
Yes.
Alright, let's do this recruiting here real quick.
Lord of Clan Morgrim.
Let's get a few of these Longbeards together, and then let's head south to bail out our main settlement. Okay, it says you can't ban people. I'll take care of it, Sextus. Hold on just a second. Unhide user. Move reports. Wow, it doesn't even let me ban people. What kind of stupid joke is that? Way to not win, YouTube.
The clan honor.
Way to not win.
What orders? The Urks will pay.
A little bit of assault units for those Zanganaz scum. How is it even fair that Sextus can't have the banhammer? That's no fun. You guys want Mrs. Air to say hi? Here. If you want Mrs. Air to say hi, put some emojis in the chat. Joe B, good evening, sir. Thank you for the 5. Hope the salt levels aren't too high tonight. Nah, they're a little lower, except for when CA screwed me over in that auto-resolve. Alright. Sounds like you wanted to say hi. Why don't you say hi to him, Mrs. Air? Can you say what the crap's going on?
What the crap's going on, YouTube?
What do y'all think? Should she replace me? Like a Mrs. Airstream? Anyway, I need to get off here. Spend some time with the missus. Trantor, thank you for joining tonight. See, she's the one that's got a little bit of the Arkansas accent, right? It's not me. But I like it. She's great. She's the best. Alright, let's take care of some business here real quick. Thanks again, Joe B. Really appreciate it, man. Salt levels are not too high. Was it you who was funding Snowball's recovery? Because if so, man, I'm sorry we couldn't save Private Snowball. He was a fine dwarf.
Armed and ready.
Of the best stock.
Such a thing is impossible. What do you want? Ready. Punish the grudge makers.
Take that, scum.
The throng is mustered.
No, Mrs. Ayer's not just sitting here watching me. That would be like more boring than grass growing, except for you guys. You guys think it's great. I'm not sure that she'd love that.
Summon me if you dare.
Mrs. Ayer has to watch me all the time. We don't want to do that to her and make her have to deal with more of it. Can we put Ungrim back into this army, by the way?
Rug.
Oh, well, that's not exactly what I meant to do. Not exactly what I meant to do. Ungrim.
I must fulfill my slayer.
Duty calls.
Very well.
I'm just gonna put a few units in here. We're not gonna keep them in there. Okay, yeah, that didn't help me on the siege, Anthony. You're absolutely right, but we got reinforcements coming. We should be okay. The vampires that are up there are pretty weak. With all the guns in the settlement and my longbeards with great weapons, they're gonna get wrecked. Eventually, I just ended up sending Mrs. Snowball his Dawe life insurance sum. That was kind of you, Joe B. Thank you. Mrs. Snowball appreciates that. So do dwarf ladies in Warhammer lore have beards? Is it similar to like, oh, look at that, they gave up. They knew it was good for them. They knew it was good for them. I think this is a good point to leave off. We're going to be able to get some more vampire revenge next time. We've kept them out of our lands. We now have access to armor-piercing infantry. We're going to have access to gyrocopters, guns, organ guns. Sextus, Mrs. Ayer knows some of the channel lore. I think she knows who Patchy is. I'll have to ask her. No, Eric, I'm a mechanical engineer by schooling and more of an industrial engineer by employment. Electrical engineering would make me crazy. That stuff's sparks and magic to me, man. Sparks and magic. Oh, look, there's now a greenskin rebellion, too. How lovely.
Rune, Ricky.
Really? We can't get into the settlement from there? That's kind of irritating.
I'm going.
The Slayer in me seeks death. Aye, but the axe
I'm going to tank up on Slayers there. Anyway, this is where we're going to pick up next time. We're going to pay back the grudges permanently this time. Look at the vampires. Look how quickly they're just spamming out all this stuff again. It makes sense, so they can be raise the dead and all kinds of other things. So once we get together these armor-piercing armies, yeah, it's going to be over for the vampires. Bazooka Bob, Says, can you name that Thane Wilford Brimley? I actually can't name this Thane that because I think I promised someone else I would name him. But if you will be patient, I think I'm about to recruit a runesmith and stuff. We can probably name that one for you. Give me just a second. Someone asked me to name that Thane, and I can't remember who. I can't get this runesmith though, and I will name him for you.
Runes are ready.
Here we go. Hold on. This is for you. Is that the guy who did the commercial about the diabetes stuff? Okay, there you go. For you, Bazooka Bob, for you. All right, man. Thank you all for joining me tonight. It was great. Join me soon because there's going to be more. And like I said, if you guys that are interested in building computers, keep an eye out. I got some good stuff headed your way, courtesy of MSI, who sponsors my channel. I do appreciate all the support tonight. Thank you to the new sponsors and those who donated. Guess what? We're going to be teaming with armor-piercing infantry in the next episode, and the vampires are going to be our whetstone. We're going to sharpen our axes on their face. So be prepared. I will see you next time. HeirofCarthage signing out from this stream. Hope to see you there.